In a comfortable seated position, let your eyes close and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Let your head float at the top of your spine. And as you close your eyes and draw your awareness inwards, focus on your breath. Take 3 deep, full breaths in and out through the nose. And then after your last exhale, walk your hands forward onto your mat as you softly open your eyes. Keep the sits bones grounded as you reach forward into the fingertips. You can let your head hang down towards the floor and allow the spine to round if that feels nice for you. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back in towards your body. And switch the cross of your legs so the non-habitual leg is in front. And do the same thing. Just walk your hands forward in front of you onto your mat. Stay grounded through the hips as you let your upper body fold forward. Inhale, walk your hands back in towards your body. And please find your way forward onto your hands and your knees in table position. So the hands will come underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. From here, sink your hips back to your heels as if you were coming into child's pose. And circle your hips to the right, all the way up towards the front edge of your mat, over to the left and back to your heels. So you're making giant circles with your hips. If there's a spot that feels maybe a little bit sticky, you can always linger there or speed up or slow down. And do a few circles in the opposite direction as well. And bring yourself back to neutral table. So again, on your hands and your knees. And then step your right foot forward in between your hands so the knee is over top of the ankle. Good. If you need to pad up that back knee, you can always fold over your mat or stick a little prop underneath that knee. Now place the palms of your hands onto your right thigh, climb all the way up. Draw your low ribs in towards your spine and allow your hips to sink down and forward. Good. At the same time, lift your sternum ever so slightly and keep the shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, release your hands down to the inside of your right foot. Heel toe the right foot out 1 inch or 2. And allow your chest to sink down towards the floor. Allow the hips to drop down and forward as well. You might stay here on the hands or come down onto your forearms. And watch that right knee stays pointing in the same direction as the toes on that foot. It's okay if the foot turns out a little bit, just make sure the knee turns out a bit as well. On your next inhale, press back up into the palms of your hands and gingerly place your right knee back beside your left knee back into table. Shift your weight over and step your left foot forward in between your hands. And climb up onto your left thigh. Good. Draw the low belly in and wide, find a little bit of engagement through the core, and then let the hips drop down and forward if that feels safe. Lift your sternum a little, find a gentle, gentle back bend, and shoulders slide down your back. Now release your hands down to the inside of your left foot, heel toe that foot out 1 inch or 2. Move it so that the knee is over top of the ankle, and then let your hips get heavy here. So pelvis drops down and forward. Maybe you lower your chest and come onto the forearms, or maybe you feel plenty up on your hands. And this is called lizard pose, Uttan Pristasana. And Next, inhale, press back up into your hands, and again, bring your left knee back beside your right knee in table. Ensure your hands are, again, shoulder width apart, wrist creases parallel with the front edge of the mat. Then tuck your toes under, lift your knees, and come into downward facing dog position. If you need to here, pedal out your heels, warm up the hamstrings, maybe shift your hips a little bit from side to side, whatever feels good. And come to stillness. Press the tops of your thigh bones back and look for that long line from tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. So if this is hard to find, bend the knees a little and it'll help you get more so into the upper body. Think about pushing into the hands and the upper body to send the weight back into the legs as much as you can. Look forward to your hands though and walk the feet all the way up to your hands. From here, let your body hang heavy over your legs. Hands can dangle, or you can hold onto opposite elbows. Maybe sway a little bit from side to side, and let the back here be heavy. Imagine your head like the cherry hanging from the stem, so the weight of your head decompressing the entire length of your spine. And keeping the softness in your knees, now release opposite elbows and slowly curl all the way up to the top of your mat, vertebra by vertebra. And as soon as you reach the top, raise your arms up into the air, allow the palms to touch. On your exhale, hinge forward from your hips, take the hands all the way down to the floor. Again, inhale, now lift up halfway. Good, exhale, plant the palms, step back to a plank position, like the top of a push-up. And look forward, shift forward, keep your elbows close to your chest and lower all the way to your belly, all the way down. Untuck the toes and cobra pose, so reach the chest forward as you draw the shoulders back, and exhale, lower right back down. Do this 2 more times. Inhale as you cobra, chest forward. Exhale, lower back down. 1 more time. Inhale, peel up like a wave. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck the toes under, use core strength to lift the hips and press back to downward facing dog. Now inhale, raise your right leg up into the air, bend the knee and open the hip. Make some giant circles with that knee. Feel the head of the thigh bone rotating in the hip socket. And circle the knee in the opposite direction. Inhale, lift the knee high. And exhale, draw the knee in towards your nose, round your back, curl it in. Step the right foot forward in between your hands, knee is over top of the ankle. Again, hug the inner thighs towards each other like you're hugging the midline. And peel the fingers off the mat and raise the arms all the way up into the air. High lunge, good. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw. Deep breath in. On your exhale, bring the hands back down to the floor, frame your right foot. Now extend the right leg straight back into a one-legged plank. Yeah. And shift the shoulders over top of the wrists, lower through a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, both feet to the floor for upward dog or cobra. And exhale, lift the hips and press back to downward facing dog. Now inhale, raise your left leg up into the air. Bend the knee, open the hip. Make some giant circles with that knee. And circle the knee in the opposite direction. And inhale, lift the knee high. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your nose, curl through the back, and then step the left foot forward in between the hands. Good, peel the fingers off the floor, raise them all the way up into the air. Low ribs draw in, shoulders slide down your back, face relaxed. And find your breath here. Take a full breath in. Exhale, hands come down either side of the left foot. Extend the left leg straight up behind you. And look forward, shift forward, roll to one-legged plank, lower one-legged chaturanga, both feet to the floor for upward dog or cobra, shoulders back. Exhale, use your core to lift the hips and press back, downward facing dog. Good. Now press the tops of your thigh bones back. Allow the shoulders to move away from your ears. Now let's look forward to the hands, step, walk, or you can jump the feet forward. Lift your head and your chest, extend your spine. Exhale, fold and round your spine. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reach for the sky, let your palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands together at your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale to fold forward, hands come down to the floor. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank position. Look forward, shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, your choice. Exhale, lift the hips, peel back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg, reach it high, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your chest and step the right foot forward between the hands. Now pivot the left heel down so it's on a 45-degree angle. Inhale, raise both arms up into the air. Exhale, sweep the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift your heart, slide the shoulders down, look up. Exhale, hinge forward so the right shoulder comes to the inside of the right knee. Reach the arms up and over as best you can and reach the top of your head down towards the floor. Now inhale, let the hands pull you all the way back up to standing. Release the clasp of your hands and open the arms wide into warrior two pose. So shoulders align over top of the hips and gaze looks past the right fingertips. And reach forward just a tiny bit with that right palm. Flip the palm to face up. Find your reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Reach the right arm up and back, keeping the deep bend in your right knee. And inhale, right arm pulls you all the way back up. Exhale, straighten both legs. Shift your hips towards the back wall. Reach forward through your right fingertips. Release the right hand down. Extend the left arm straight up into the air. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Gonna allow that left hip to roll back and align the left thumb over top of your nose. And inhale, let the left hand pull you all the way up to standing. Exhale, turn the heels in and the toes out so the toes are pointing towards the corners of the mat. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, drop into goddess pose. Feel the tailbone drop straight down towards the floor. Good, and knees are pointing again in the same direction as the toes on your feet. Full breath in. On your exhale, cartwheel the hands down to either side of the front foot. All 10 toes face forward. Step back, plank, and cycle through your vinyasa. So lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And realign the spine. Now inhale, raise your left leg. Good. Bend the knee, open the hip, stretch. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your nose and step the foot forward between your hands. Now pivot the back heel down. Inhale, raise both arms straight up into the air. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward, left shoulder inside of the left knee. Reach your arms up and over and reach the top of your head for the mat. Inhale, let the hands pull you all the way up to standing. Release the clasp of your hands, open the arms wide, finding your warrior two position. Now reach forward just a little, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, straighten both legs. Shift your hips to the right. Reach forward through your left hand. Release the left arm down and extend the right arm straight up into the air, finding your triangle once again. Okay, keep both legs strong. Think about lifting the kneecaps up and hugging the thigh muscles to the bone. Next, inhale, right hand pulls you all the way up to standing. Exhale, turn the heels in and the toes out. And bend your knees, bend your elbows, drop into Jayasana, goddess pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands down either side of your front foot. Step it back, find plank. And lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale to lift the hips and find downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg, reach it high. Exhale, slide the right knee forward behind your right wrist for pigeon. Release your left knee down, top of the left foot to the mat. Then walk your hands back beside your hips. Spider your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. Slide the shoulders down your back. If you feel any pain in the knee, you can always sit all the way down onto your right hip. But if this feels safe, keep the hips level, so equal distance from the floor and equal distance from the front edge of the mat as best you can. Another deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands forward, ground the palms, tuck the toes of your left foot under, lift your hips and step back to downward facing dog. All right, inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, left knee forward behind your left wrist. Right knee to the floor, top of the right foot to the floor. Okay, once you're set up again, walk the hands back beside your hips. Inhale, lift your heart, slide the shoulders down your back. Think proud pigeon. And then walk your hands forward again, and this time sit all the way down onto your left bum cheek. Swing the right leg around in front of you, and bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So pelvis draws in towards the feet. You can keep the hands behind you, or you can wrap your hands around your feet, whichever you prefer. Inhale, lengthen the sides of your waist. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips and reach your sternum towards your feet. With each inhale, maybe find more length. With each exhale, maybe hinge just like 0.5 millimeter further. And from here, let your back round if that feels nice. Let your head go and just kind of melt over your legs. On your next inhale, reach out through the crown of your head, lengthen all the way up. And exhale, release, and extend both legs straight out in front of you. Give the legs a little shake. Yeah. And slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Good. Once you reach the floor, hug both knees into your chest, rock a little bit from side to side, massage your sacrum, your lower back against the floor. And then reach for the outer edges of your feet with your hands, extending your legs up into the air for happy baby. So knees are bent. Grab onto the feet and draw the knees in towards your armpits. At the same time, drop your tailbone down towards the mat. And again, if it feels nice, you can rock a bit from side to side. And release your legs. Lengthen them all the way down for your Shavasana. So feet flop open, arms rest by your sides, palms facing up. Close your eyes. And take at least 3 deep breaths to help your body arrive. Now you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. And when you're complete, continue on with your day. Namaste.